Wow, this is going to be that fight that they just sort of handed. Skitty looking the wrong way, caught out. Thunder, he's going to try and drive his way closer. Yak gets one and just runs straight into the guns of Milon there. Yak, he's doing everything to try and hold on to this round here. He's able to find one more. There's another step up. There's a triple, but Milon is there with the refrag. They're trying to get something caught on the player as they drop the shield itself, but now they've tucked themselves in, and Yak's tucked one out. FMX finds Thunder, finds that kill, and finds themselves tucked into a corner. He's all that is left. A handful of seconds, a spray, and a bit of a blinder there. 1 versus 2. He's down to a pistol and no time. They're aware roughly where the players are. If they can just try and find a little pop in, well, this could be huge. Milon, look right. He shot his own player. They're still able to win it out. Smash, then shot and got revenge on Milon. It's back onto the side of Na'Vi. FMX sticks it. Stuck in the middle, just sees the tail end of the player, can't quite get the second. Oh dear. 10 seconds, and they've got to make that move right now. Rask is at the danger still of being caught by anything, and now it's 5 seconds. They found their way around to the back of the kit, but so has the smoke canister. FMX with a bit of space, and Smash tearing his way up down the main corridor. Skitty looks for revenge, and it's not to be found. Na'Vi, though, just stop the plant. There's the grenade onto the rotate. The second just going to be cooked towards the top of the stairs. Pasha, he's caught out there. It was actually a spray, though. Was able to find Skitty, but Blur doubles down. Make sure they keep the advantage. Now they funnel over the top of red. Both the catches of grenades. Milon not really with a safe route out as Blur finds one more tucked in. Well, little scratches and sprays around onto the bed. It's a bit of a risk here, and Blur's done well so far. Rask once again finding themselves playing a bit with no health and even less. There it is. Na'Vi sitting on map point. Thunder drops and has the cover of the smoke. There's a close shotgun on this door, and well, not for very long. There's a great take, a great bit of reaction. Just saw the side of a head there, and there's a bit of pressure that's just going to come around from Pasha onto the opposite side of pipes. Are they aware? That could be the big moment. The plant is down, and it's late sprays down either side. There's the pickup of 2 versus 1. Smash. They seem to know about the player that was popping that way around, but there was a lot of pre-fire that came from it. They know he has to get close, but not close enough. And RV, well, they definitely took this game.
Yeah, they definitely did.
And he's going to see if he can try and match that 2 weeks in a row. He opened huge, and here is leaning back into that. The firefights are coming towards him. There's a take over the top, Shinka, but it's a bit of a spread out push here. The control over Laundry Hatch and the pressure down onto Freezer. They're lost in and amongst the smokes. WTG, well, that Candela popped a little bit too late. Well, there's not much else they have to do. They're able to get themselves a bit closer. They pre-fire the angle. It's nothing to be found. Shinka, but look at the kit. It's not quite in the pockets, and you've only got 15 seconds. At this point, Pones, your Thermite, he's got to try and find a kill, or he's got to try and find a route round. The pressure from Attic. The first doesn't quite connect. Exodus swings round. Emission is able to get one, and it was almost entirely into Wolves' favor. The difference of 4 seconds. Oh, it has bit and burnt them in the butt. And they have the 2 players, the pillar and the pressure from the Shaiko spot to make sure that nobody can get a route in. There's that first engagement. That's their favor. There's that second that almost goes against them. The pick back up finds the drop onto E-Box. Emission stuck in the corner, and Rise gets the second. NiKo once again being sneaky-o on the other side here, tucked around on the close corners. We've seen engagements go unchecked here before. Is this another one? Oh, it is. There it is. The turn, the strike, the take, the double. P4 played patiently, popped one. WTG bites back, but instantly picked up by the cover that came through there. One little bit of a misnomer and a misdrona, and suddenly a 4 versus 1. Not quite over, but...
And this is that teamwork that I talk about with Wolves. Nade will come in, and Emission will lock himself in security. If he does eventually get down the hatch, Rise will kill him. Does find a nice shot onto Mowgli, however, and waste more time and utility. Nade will come in from Rise up the hatch.
So far, it's only really white stairs, and Bibi putting the pressure onto Attic. He needs this fight, and he doesn't take it. NiKo is able to win out, goes for the second. The canister pops, the pressure onto P4. I assume that's on white stairs. Exodus locks it out there. The C4 onto the window, leaves just 1 player, but not for very long.
He needs to be disciplined with Drone and double check his corners. Will double check his corners, will see a player, and will take the engagement. He is on Ayana. Cautious that somebody is on the stairs, will look for the nade kill as Rise gets 2 again. Is that from Vertical? Yep.
And that is the big push right now, and that's why they're going to try on the blinds. Blinds himself on the drive around the corner. There's the reveal. There's the end of a barrel, and there's the take and a cold kit. The spray round. Bibu gets 1. Can't quite find the next. They're lost in the source. It's down to NiKo, but look at the timer. He doesn't survive. locked out the swing round, and once again they've hit themselves at a little bit of an impasse. There is just the side of a player. There's the drop on them as well. P4 is gone. The flash comes through. There's not a follow-up, and Nico, well, he's actually been able to tuck himself into a new position. Pulled further back. Scyther's still locked in and locks down a second take Mowgli.
Cypher managed to find 2 kills from the same position, and finally Rise has dealt with it as Bibu, he's just walked into sight on his own. Shinka's going to go in and try and look for potentially a plant spot, but he's in a trouble. There's one on the bomb chassis, one in Kid Storm zone. He will just peek out as the fire might get 1 kill. Rise will push in, get 1 kill, get 2 kills. 1v2, this is absolutely doable for Rise, but WTG swings out, shotgun.
The flashes, the pressure, it's coming from multiple different angles here. Exodus wants to swing around onto the pillar as well. There's the control there of blue that goes against them. Mission bites back. Bibu over the top. The locked in Mission. I said I wanted to see a little bit more, and here's the most important time for him to do it. Exodus, he sprays through, makes the kick cold. 5 seconds. Mowgli, he's got to try and find one. Gets the down. Looks for the second. No time. No player. No way. Hey, here's an idea. Hey, here's the chance at a rush. You have to have the confidence you can take it. The flashes go through, the pressure onto Addict, the pull onto the player, the ping comes through. They don't have the connection. There it is. Shinka gets one, looks to Addict to try and get the refrag. P4 goes down though. The grenade just catches the tail end, but Emission is able to find P4 underneath. There's still the long arm place. They don't have a straight route through. Emission suffers on the side of a grenade and explosion. There's the canister. Is it a little bit too late? There's the cover that comes through from Mowgli. Shinka can stick it regardless of his lungs is full of damage, and that's the important part. He escapes. And Emission, well, he was all that's left, but it is 3 points for the side of Wolves, just over the line.
There's only 25 left on the clock. Renshiro's going to be downed outside of Vault. Will be finished off by Alamo with that impact nade. Shaiko goes down to Alamo as well. Big Ryan coming in from the Azami. Breeder, however, is able to get into that plant spot, but the smoke canister will force him back away, taking lungfuls of damage. He has to move to a secondary spot. We've got Doki out, cover. Virtue down, 2v2, and 3v3 effectively, and the plant is going to be secured, but here comes Alamo on the flank. Prano as well joins in the party, and it's 1v2 now for G2, but Virtue
1v1
is down, so effectively 1v1 unless Citizen has a opportunity to pick him up. He's going to go for the challenge though. He's looking into study corridor. He finds his man.
And I think what G2 are doing here with Doki in this round especially is really smart. Get out in the map, look to challenge them early on and find a wonderful opener onto Rafal. That's the sort of stuff you're looking for. Into a second. Down goes the Finker as well. You've lost both those big entries here as well.
But he's not going to overdo it there. He doesn't need to. Doki's backing him up. And that leaves us now in a 1v4. No choice of Breeder but to try and get himself inside. It is met by a Toxic Babe canister. So that's going to hold the push on maps though for now.
Easy.
Citizen, yes, that's what we needed from him, was the kill onto Ilems.
But BDS have once again just crumbled here. Some of it to that downstairs aggression. I say that. They've managed to swing it back to him. Citizen is on 25 HP. A single bullet will see him gone from either of these guns. I imagine they're trying to find the man, but can't quite collect. Drops away down, and Doki also down to a slither of HP.
Ranchiro's going to have an opportunity to get the diffuser down now. Rafal's on the cover as they try to move back upstairs. Doki makes a challenge, can't find his man. Citizen pushing from the far side as well. Doki gets Ranchiro. It's all up to Rafal. He finds one. Can he find the second? He's just got the low health Citizen to deal with, but no! Citizen once again! Second time this game. The clock works in the favour of the defenders. Citizen doesn't actually need to move here. Breeder is going to have to do something, and will. Prano managing to trade out Rafal after he found Virtue, and that leaves us 1v1, but Bulletproof Cam on the side of Breeder tells exactly where he is. Prano knows the fight is coming, but still can't win it! Breeder finds his man! I'm just not sure they've got the numbers at the minute. That's my concern. Doki's going to go absolutely full tilt into sight. Does manage to get himself in Vault. He's gone on a clearance, and he finds one. Alamo gets Breeder as well along the way to open things up, but Shaiko, he's able to take down the shielded Blitz, and that leaves us now in a 3v3. 25 seconds left to go. G2 need to get moving. Citizen's finding himself challenging Shaiko, but there's likely only to be one winner with that shield. Shaiko, it doesn't matter, but he's going to have to work through a Kiba barricade here as all ports of entry have been closed off to him. Steps through Renshiro with a headshot. These two are going to continue to wail on each other all the way to the end of this one, potentially into overtime, but Shaiko manages to take the jump out and shut down Prano. This one it was already hot, but it's heating up even more.
Given they're already in a 4 versus 2, but we've seen them throw away the lead in the previous round. This time around, it might be a different story. Doki gets a massive 3k in the round, and G2 find themselves at 4 and 4.
But Alems and Renshiro up on the top floor will be able to hold it off with that vertical superiority. Citizen, he manages to move in on a backstab, but taken down immediately by Shaco on the trade. Alems finds Doki, Prano on to Brede, 3v1, it's all up to Prano. He needs to find himself kills and he needs to find them now. 35 seconds, but this is a bad situation. Outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, and Renshiro is going to put him down from above and just be able to cut off any rotate from 90 that should try to come back through. But what about that from Shaiko? And Alems, he finds Alamau on Wolf Window, Renshiro onto Doki, BDS are flying, and it's flawless, Des. It's flawless as they finish G2 off and take all three.
Didn't quite show up on the right-hand side, but the plant was put through, and now it's seeing if they can hold on to it. Nello's in the corner. They're aware of this. The pings come through. They'll call it off. The hit on the screen, and Usus hitting out Benja. Dropped on the side. The drop and the swing and the pistol. The peppering fire. There's the Monty gone. A 2 versus 2. A very important take on that player in the corner. Grizzly. Oh, he did not last very long on that defuse. Gonna see if he can just try. Now Gorgona pop round onto the side. There's one on the door itself. 17 seconds. Have to lead in. Not very far. Neo.
Force those drones, the utility, take it away, and then fall back to site. But Gorgona needs to be really careful once again with nades. But Usus, he doesn't have an idea that there, and Gorgona's peaked up. He's managed to peak too.
Gorgona, he's kind of found a bit of fight back in. Finds a third.
The problem with Theme Park as well is that even when you bring all the soft breach, that might happen, but also you can get the soft breach over a limited amount of armory thrown, and as we will see, the Uno will get the final kill on Nello.
Grizzly holding onto the angle, opening to get this surprise right into the Monty. Do they know? They know. It's a spray. It's aggressive. It's popped and round. There is a triple there for users. Solotov gets one more. Suddenly just a very injured Sloth. Not for very long. Seems like they have an idea of the player in the showers. Seems like, well, they have the player as well. Grizzly is gone. They have that control round on the side of the site. The Candelas want to roll behind the smokes. They're going to wait for that fire to pass, and Sloth almost suffers on the wrong side of it. Tyrant leans into the fight, finds his third. Back on the back, it's Benja. But with the double, he still has 3 more to get. The ace for the clutch is not his. This is only 15 seconds, but you still got to have a fight onto site. Lay down behind the back. Nello doesn't mind. He's got the cover from the opposite side. There's Grizzly caught in the crossfire as well. It's all blood either side. And a 1 versus 1 with 5 seconds left. Once again, it's a tricky situation, but you're looking at where's Neo? Oh, he's so far away.
Oh, this is a horrible spawn peak, by the way. Sloth needs to be super careful of this, as Usus will go out, will get the first kill, and Usus an intelligent player. Sloth's been caught unaware there. No drones in cache, which is almost criminal when you're going from the cache side. Usus finds a second one on Uno.
I mean, I was going to say there, you get 1, you get 2, fool me once, at least they've got Solotov back, but 30 seconds, they have no need, no reason to. There's a man with a shotgun tucked around the corner of the door. You at least get that one. Now 30 seconds. You at least get that too. Gorgona. He's driving himself towards the site, but M&M just pop round. They have the power and the presence of the site itself still working in their favor, but, well, there's a bite back. There's Heroic driving in even more. As I said, what has already been pretty much opened and controlled by Heroic. The drop on the door. There's 1. There's not 2. They almost had the spray through. Can't get the connection. Heroic find themselves level, and Nello's going to make sure that he at least keeps it in the hand. This is Tyrant's moment. He finds 1. He's looking for the next, but it's Gorgona that pops up a bit closer than he expected. If he hops this electric, he's probably going to go down. He's got to find an alternate route, and with Usus still on the board, spraying through, trying to find that connection, and there's 1, there's 2, and 15 seconds is all that's on the clock. That's got to be a bit of a blow. Uno gets 1, Grizzly gets 1 more. Uno seeing if he can stick the plant. It's a 2 versus 1. Just sees and catches the swing and the edge of a player. The C4 might not and won't catch them. They're drifted too far away. A post plant tucked in, pre-fired the angle over the top. Doesn't quite get the full connection. Doesn't quite get the second either. They're back and forth over either side. And they did some damage. They didn't quite get the full lock in with the pistol. The entire call on where that player is. But at the same time, just leaves 1 more tucked behind the chassis, ready for the rotation. They trade out, and Heroic. The frost mats under the windows in 20 seconds is always the worry. The grenade bounce perfectly played. There goes Sloth. They want to go for the hot hop, and Gorgona's ready to meet them over the side of the bathroom. There's Grizzly stacked up on the door, wants to take the swing, doesn't need to, but gets the second. It's suddenly a triple kill. Grizzly versus Usus. Solotov died in the fire. Gonna see if they can stick it. No other option. A quick rotate background. Usus should just get the plant off in time, but does he have enough? No! Heroic just just get that last split second. GG's on the board.
The only thing they're missing here, Des, is a kill. They haven't managed to find anybody yet. In fact, they're going to lose somebody. Saves is going to pick up Spite on the rear stage stairs. Kanto finds Savage. Saves gets himself another before being traded out. It's back and forth. It's 3 versus 3. This is going to be a tough 20 seconds now for Team Secret to try to hold on. Leon, he's just pushing his way in. He knows there's potentially one inside a freezer. The kill is put down before he manages to get there. The last was at elbow. I think Deepak just couldn't find the man. They're rushing, Des.
Nina, straight down through Laundry. 3 of them already in sight here, but this is one of the new electric trains, Tim. It's silent. They've got no idea they're even in here, and the
They don't know, Des, they don't know.
Caught them with their pants down. There's like 3 or 4 off sight. A great opener coming in from Kendrew, and the plant didn't actually get stuck there. Leon pulled off for a second to look for a trade. Why, oh why would you cancel? They were so close to getting it down. A couple of kills coming back in, but I really feel like Rogue have been the masters of their own demise here. It started so well.
He's just hoping to get himself a cheap kill here and bring it back to 1v3 and then try to rotate around. He gets one, but well, he doesn't. He gets the down.
And now they're all really trying to pincer in. Spoit at the top of white. Deepak holding on the rotate. It's a freebie onto Savage, but I really feel like you got to get that player out of security at this point. Spoit finding a second as here came a new challenger in the form of Sleben.
Keenan's on half health nearly with the bandit, so he's not going to be too hot in any head-to-head fight. And then you've got Kendrew, who's limited by the fact that he's got the shotgun, and it's time for Keenan to try and produce some magic.
Going to try and work his way behind them here as well. Oh, as the ceiling gets opened up, but Kanto in this round is not going to be the entry death coming through. I know it's had a couple of those so far. Spoit's coming in for the swing, finds a second. Secret got absolutely no idea that he was going to come charging down Big Tower. Keenan may well just be the third part of his collection here. If he has any idea, Spoit is just too good. A 3k to end the round. It's kind of like an alarm being signaled to the rest of Team Secret that it's time to move. Look down below. Here comes Saves, and they had no idea he's coming. Completely slaughters the aggressors where they stand, and Crying, the last one left standing, will step up and find himself one. Does he know that he's tucked just inside of Attic? Because if so, he might be able to find himself a freebie. He's against a shotgun though. Notice the SMG in hand hits him. No shotgun to hand. Sees the man, goes to the spray down. Can't quite find him. It's down to the last bullet. He's on the floor like a rat.
Down to nearly half health on top of the boxes, and doesn't manage to dish any out in return, but that's a big kill as he dishes out damage onto Kendrew. Leon's going up. They've no idea.
Leon.
He sees, he hears, he knows that the man is around the corner, and he gets the kill. Savage manages to take down the half-health Kanto, and Sleben finds Crying at the rear. 2v2 now. Diffuser down cold on the ground. Deepak manages to spring the trap, and he finds the kill onto Savage. It's Sleben 1v2. He can't find the first as Deepak shuts him down.
The best thing they've got is to hit sight, and even then, you're coming up against a couple of tough members. Deepak gets one shut down, Leon into another. It's all too easy for Rogue, Tim. They're absolutely shutting them out, and Spoit, he had to get a clip coming out for YouTube there. Easy close down with the pistol. Spoit wants to get himself up to deep freeze here with Crying and play for a trade ideally, because by this point, Kendrew's going to be able to stick this, and if this goes down, it's really hard for Rogue to go for the retake. Kanto finding one's great. Crying a second, completely unexpected, has gone behind them. Where are you looking, Kendrew? There's one man left on stairs, and they know exactly where he is. In comes the closing kill. Rogue with a decisive 7-3 over Secret. They'll stick the defuse, and their terrain, or their rampage through EUL's a better word, is going to continue long after Playday 3.
The rankings then we have updated, and top of the table we have Wolves Hap looking pretty good on their only team to win all 3 games in regulation time.